Hello, Godwin. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, hey, how are you?
Yeah. Oh, I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you
Good.
for joining this presentation. I appreciate for that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, actually, just to inform you, this video is being recorded because I need to submit it as a part of the assignment. I need to inform you already.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Actually, so let me share my screen before starting. So, do you see my screen now?
Yeah. I can see your screen now. Yeah.
Okay, so this is about exploring the power of Zoom. I'm going to talk about that. So do you see that?
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Actually, I need to start on time. This is a 6 p.m. as
Okay.
scheduled.
Yeah.
So I would like to talk about the power of the Zoom and application of the Zoom. I think we do have another person joining us. Am I right?
Yeah, I think someone just joined now. Yeah.
Let's wait for him. Or maybe I need to stop to sharing.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hello.
So do you hear me very well?
I can hear you, yes.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this presentation.
Hello, Roderick.
Hi, Godwin.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, this video is being recorded. Please be informed about that. So I'm gonna start to talk about exploring the power of the presentation, I mean the Zoom. Let me share my screen one more time and start the presentation on time. Today, I would like to talk about the Zoom as the tools that we use in education. This is a part of the assignment, I mean the live assignment for the 3240, I mean the media enhanced learning by me as a assignment one, and this is a part of the assignment with Dr. Glenn as the instructor. So before I start, I would like to start with a land acknowledgement. That is, I think this is a mandatory for any presentation on any assignment or any other stuff in educational centers. So we respectfully acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of the Mississauga Anishinaabe. We offer our gratitude to the First Nations for their care for and teaching about our earth and our relations. May we honor those teaching. The objective of this presentation is, after this presentation, you should be able to understand the power of the Zoom as a media tool for learning and education. Another one is exploring the various options and features that Zoom offers for enhance the education. And the last one is recognize the potential of the Zoom to engage and motivate learners. But the agenda of this presentation is going to be as the following. First, I'm going to walk you through the Zoom overview. What is the Zoom? And have a look to the Zoom. And then we will talk about some features and benefits of the Zoom and how Zoom embrace 4Es, I mean excite, educate, engage, and evaluate. And then I'm gonna grade those 4Es in a Zoom. And then we do have a summary and at the end, Q&A and the list of the reference. But let's have a look to the Zoom. An overview to the Zoom and background says that according to their website, it says the communication frictionless and deliver happiness. This is a mission of the Zoom when they create that course. But generally speaking, It was founded by the Eric Young in California in 2011. And then it's become launched at the public in 2018, 1 year before COVID. And then these days, I mean, in 2020, this is the fifth most downloaded app after TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Nowadays, over 300 million users they do have. And finally, it does have option of the free service. But the key aspect of the and features about the Zoom. Zoom does have a video conferencing, high quality video and audio for virtual meeting and online. Also, it does have a collaboration tools such as screen sharing, chat messaging, breakout rooms, and pooling those stuff. It does also have recording and transcripts. You can use it for our future needs or in case for the assignments such as those stuff. Also, the security and privacy is guaranteed in the Zoom. Accessibility and user-friendly interface as well. It does have closed caption, screen reader compatibility, intuitive interface, and those stuff for the people they do have a disability in reading and hearing also. But what about these 4 E's? I mean, excite, educate, engage, and evaluate. How these stuff, I mean, these 4 E's are being applied in a Zoom. First, let us start with the excite. So Zoom engaging and interactive features does have. According to the testimonies by the people they have been using, Zoom has truly transformed their knowledge and education according to this resource. And also customizable and personalized experience. You can play with the Zoom, change the background, change the location of the toolkits, everything. You can customize based on your future and your needs. Also, a statistic says 87% of the students reported feeling excited about the motivation by the chunk in 2022 as well. So what about the educate? So interactive learning, Zoom promote engagement through several sharing breakout rooms, chat, facilitating collaboration center. Also personalized instruction. Zoom allow you to receive your feedback, support, catering to learners' unique needs as well. Flexible contents delivery as well. Zoom does have that opportunity and facility. Applied knowledge and practice also. You can use a Zoom to enable real-time practice, group discussion, hands-on activities, and those stuff as well. And engage. So Zoom engage learners as active partner. 36% according to the Lee and Kim in 2023 increase in student participation. Also about the interactive feature such as polls, whiteboard, annotation tools, and those stuff are really interactive feature of the Zoom. Breakout room, chat and message, collaboration and co-creation are other interactive feature of the Zoom. Now we are reaching to the evaluation. This evaluation, I mean, are we able to use the Zoom for assessing and evaluation? Of course, because it does have sorry.
Sorry, could you go back to engage?
So engage.
Yeah, sorry, I missed. Yeah, I think I missed something. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So what is your question?
Yeah, I just wanted to look at the last of the breakout room. So that's when you can move forward now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will receive the transcript of this presentation as well.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I will
okay.
share it. I will share entire the PowerPoint, presentation and the transcript of that as well for you.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure, anytime. And the evaluation. So Zoom does have a facility such as analytic assessment, participation, engage, and attendance during meeting or session. Also, session transcript, as I told you, is available in a Zoom. Also, it does have a screen recording, such as me. Right now, I'm recording, and for the future needs, you can use it. Assessment tools such as poll, quiz, and survey you can create with a Zoom as well. And according to the statistics, 78% of the educators reported effective assessment participate using the Zoom by the Johnson et al. In 2023 as well. The grading. So after this, I grade these for ease in a Zoom. The criteria for this grading come from my background in using the Zoom, and I did some research. As a result, the criteria of this evaluation is based on my experience and some research in Google that I did it. About the Excite, I do believe that it is powerful in that, because the strengths that I can mention it here is a Zoom excites and motivate learners through the versatile features and interacting. But the weakness of that is about the technical difficulties maybe sometimes we are facing with that in using the Zoom, and it's, decrease and dampen the excitement. About the educate, I'm not sure too much about the educate, because the Zoom embrace, of course, the andragogy and facility of the interactive and collaborative learning. But learning's experience may vary based on the participants' access to the stable internet and the, powerful hardware such as those stuff. About the engagement, I do think that is good enough for educator to use it as Zoom, but still it does have its own weaknesses. I mean, the participant may face challenge in fully participation due to distraction or lack of familiarity with the Zoom features. And last, about the evaluation. Of course, it does have some tools such as polls, such as survey, but I don't think so that it is so powerful to cover entire assessment. I mean, such a face-to-face and those tools as well. And the best practice, how we can increase the proficiency of the Zoom. Let's say, first, we need to engage in visual. I mean, we need to use a picture, graph, such as those stuff to absorb, attraction of the user. I mean, increase the participation and engagement of the users. The second one, we have to be clear about the organizing our presentation or the document in a Zoom. We should use titles, heading, bullet point, those stuff. And then we have to be concise about the content. We shouldn't provide too much text, in the presentation by using the Zoom, because that is online and normally standard says somewhere around 30 words in presentation, I mean in each slide. Also, interactive elements incorporate such a Q&A, survey, questionnaire, those stuff are best practice of using the Zoom. About the equity, diversity, and inclusiveness, I think these tools is super powerful because it support EDI consideration. Zoom accessible feature such as closed caption, that right now we do have a closed caption here in our presentation. So it could be used for everybody, for those that they have a difficulty with reading or hearing, and making it accessible to everyone. Also, Zoom's effort to create inclusive environment for all participants. Conclusion. So first, the video conferencing of the Zoom is really high quality and powerful. Second, collaboration tools does have it, such as breakout rooms, pooling, interactive sessions, such as those stuff. Also, recording and transcript is another powerful feature of the Zoom. And the fourth, security and privacy has been guaranteed by having the password, accessibility, and user-friendly also. The reference that I have used for this presentation are as the following. You are able to see those, and the transcript will be available just after finishing of this presentation. I will upload in the appropriate Dropbox in a course. And also, Creative Commons license is under the attribution of the 4.0 international license. Thank you very much for your patience. Any questions? Let me stop sharing. So, do you have any question so far?
Yeah, so far, thank you very much for that nice presentation. It was really, informative. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I was just going to ask about what are some ethical considerations around the use of Zoom for learning, for teaching, if you want.
So can you say it again? Sorry, I was difficulty with hearing. Sorry, can you say it again?
So what are some ethical considerations, right? Kind of ethical considerations around the use of Zoom for teaching, for learning, etc. Right? So what are some of those ethical issues around the use of Zoom?
You mean the ethical issue?
Yeah, around, what are some of those things that,
You know, when I personally, this is my experience that I found in COVID, I start to use Zoom myself as a teaching tools, because at that time we switched to the online teaching. The most important thing that I found in using the ethical way of using the Zoom is we have to be careful about the way we collaborate the tools. Sometimes we do have a technical issue. Sometimes, the participant, they have their own problem in virtual learning. According to the one article that I studied already, people, they do have a different, intelligence. If I'm not mistaken, this is an article by the Dr. Gardner from the one university in the USA. It says that people, they do have a 8 intelligence. Some people, they are not visual person. I mean, we provide a presentation for them, but they are not able to understand online and those stuff. And sometimes we want to talk about something else in a group chat. We should use a breakout room for the keeping the privacy, those stuff as well. This is what I found in using the Zoom. I don't know. Did I cover your question properly or not? Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's fine. You touched on it.
Yeah. This is a Zoom. This is a nice, tool. I'm really happy with in using that. I'm using both of them, Zoom and a Team. But the Zoom is much more user friendly for me.
Why? Why do you think Zoom is more user friendly?
I'm not sure about why, because maybe I started to use the Zoom first, maybe. And then secondly, I learned the Team. But when you are using two software at the same time, the location of some tools, you're gonna get familiar with that. And if you're using another, set of the software, it is tough to do. To me, the Zoom is really user-friendly and easy going.
Yeah. I think both Zoom and Teams, and I think they all work very well, right?
Yeah, both of them are powerful.
Yeah, so it totally depends on the individual, right? For some individual, they're going to say Zoom is better. Some Teams is better. It totally depends on individual.
What do you think yourself?
Pardon me?
What do you think? What's your opinion yourself about the?
Yeah, I think personally, I think for me, both are great, right? But, because, I've been using both, right? I've used both Zoom and Teams, but, most times I use Teams, right? yeah, for meetings and all that, we use Teams, right? Yeah, so yeah.
I just think if you're training outside, what do you call it, a work setting, Zoom would work best because not everyone uses Teams as a platform.
Oh, I see.
But for work settings, as course corporate trainings, since you have one tool to use, it's cost effective to use what you already have, which is Teams. If you have Teams set up or your Microsoft applications are set up that way, because based on our experience, we are gearing towards using just Teams on our learnings, because instead of paying two separate licenses for Zoom and Teams, we just want to maximize the use of Teams.
I see. Yeah,
that's
right.
That's a great point. Yeah, for institutions, yeah, they do have, license for, most, especially for schools, right? We do have licenses for, for the Teams, right? Which is used, during, for work, for work purpose, right? But, outside that, as you said, right, for kind of personal, private kind of, meetings or whatever, people, do use Zoom, right? But I think, yeah, Teams is more of, kind of corporate, if you want, right? Kind of, more of, yeah, institutionalized, if you want. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Great point. Yeah.
Yeah, but these days we have to, I'm teaching condensed program and hybrid program, 2 days in class and 1 day per week is online. So this is a part of my, I'm teaching the construction, architectural stuff.
And which school is that?
Yeah, this Zoom is not super powerful in using when one of the weakness that I found with a Zoom is when we using remotely to get the control of the users, I mean help them in drafting, it's gonna be super slow. This is my experience by Zoom. For example, my student asking me, hey, Farhad, can you please help me in drafting those? I'm not able to open that command in a CAD, for example. When I ask them to remotely let me access to their computer, I mean their page, it's gonna be super slow. And normally I have no idea about the other software, I mean the team. Have you used remotely to help, people? Do you have any experience about that, you guys?
About doing,
I mean, remotely access to someone else's computer. And
yes, I think in Teams you can do that. There's a remote access that you share, and just ask the other user to share their screen and the control of the mouse, so that you can help them remotely.
I see. And you haven't faced any difficulties? I mean, slowly, the speed such that.
It depends on really your connection. So if your connection is a bit, it affects because of the connection. I find it too with using other platforms like Zoom or Teams, that if everyone uses video, it's harder to, it's also slows down the system, especially when we're recording a longer sessions, it affects the quality of the recording too.
I see. Yeah. I'm not technical person. I mean the IT person generally. So my knowledge in using those technologies, not too much. But this is, I think these tools these days are gonna be part of, actually they are part of the educational tools. I think in the future they're gonna, right now, I think according to the statistics says, they are two main resources of the online teaching. I mean, Zoom and Teams, both of them. So I am personally happy. At the beginning when I start to use that, it was super stressful for me. But nowadays it's a piece of cake because easily we can annotate, we can explain. we can provide some quizzes. But in terms of the quizzes, I think they need to develop it still. You're not able to create many kind of the assessment tools, I mean, by the Zoom yet. Maybe in future they do have a plan. But anyway, any other more questions, guys?
No questions. I think I'm okay.
So what about you? When is your presentation? I'm gonna join yours as well to pay back. Thank you for joining me. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, my one is going to be sometimes next week. This is just my first one, right? I just started. Yeah, I just started this course, right? Yeah, so yeah. Hopefully my presentation is going to be sometimes next week or week after next. But I'm going to post it on the forum, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So Roderick, you did it already?
No, I haven't. I scheduled it. So I made a mistake. I scheduled it at 5:30 or 4:30 a.m. today.
Oh.
But I know I was thinking it was 4:30 p.m. So I was preparing, and then when I checked my invite, it was scheduled for 4:30 a.m. So I did send another email saying I messed up on the time. I'm actually doing it after this at 6:30.
So after this, you're gonna do it? You're gonna have it?
Yes.
So I may join you. Why not?
Okay.
Because
If you
we
can, thank
should-
you.
Sure, why not? So can you please share the link here with me?
Okay, sure.
So I think Fahad is going to stop from his hand, right? Then you're going to take it over, right? I don't know how it's going to work here, but I think you can. So you can share or it's going to give you the sharing. You can allow you to share the screen as well. So you just go on.
Okay.
Present. Yeah.
Maybe I go through the forum to find it over there. Yeah.
I'll send it to this invite if that is
Okay.
allowed. Or
Okay.
no, where is it? Okay, I'll just chat it.
Okay.
I
Let's.
hope I can. Okay.
You should be able. Oh, it's here. I do have it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate for joining me. Thank you very much again for your patience and listening to me. I wish you all the best.
Thank
Good
you so
luck.
much.
Okay.
Okay, talk to you
I
later.
will join you. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Yeah.